The greatest weapon in your arsenal is not a scream, but the silence that follows. Have you ever felt the heavy exhaustion of proving your worth? When someone insults you, they are holding a burning torch, waiting for you to catch fire. They crave your reaction to validate their own chaotic energy. But what happens if they only find a cold, deep, and silent abyss? By refusing to react, you reclaim the key to your own inner peace. Reaction is a trap, a lure designed to pull you out of your power. Yet the art of indifference is about taking back control of your soul. Every time you explode in anger, you hand over the remote control of your emotions to someone else. You become a puppet to their cheap provocations. True strength is not found in the heat of the moment, but in the icy clarity of a mind that refuses to be moved by others. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the words of others, we have absolute authority over how we choose to receive those words today. Letting go of the need to be understood by those who committed to misunderstanding you is the highest form of self-respect and emotional liberation. Indifference is not a lack of feeling, it is a focused presence. It is the realization that your energy is too precious for trivial battles. Be like the stone that the sea beats against. It stands unmoved, and the rage of the waves dies down around its solid, unyielding base. Today we explore why your indifference is far more terrifying than your anger. We dive deep into the power of the silent, stoic mind. Anger is predictable. It follows a script that your enemy has already written for you. When you get angry, you become an open book. When you are angry, you reveal your boundaries, your triggers, and your weaknesses. You give your opponent a map of exactly how to hurt you. But silence is a mystery. It is a vacuum that pulls the other person into a state of deep uncertainty and growing fear of the unknown. The person who cannot be provoked is a person who cannot be defeated. Their silence is a shield that reflects every insult back to the source. Think of the great philosophers. They did not shout to be heard. Their power came from the weight of their presence and their unshakable composure. Indifference is the ultimate psychological move. It signals that the other person's opinion is so insignificant that it does not even warrant a response. When you withhold your reaction, not you starve the ego of the person trying to attack you. They are left alone with their own toxic words. Time becomes your ally when you choose not to act in haste. The more they scream, the more their own power begins to crumble. Write your own story. Don't let others dictate the chapters of your life through their negativity. Your peace is your most valuable possession. The higher you climb in your emotional maturity, the less you are bothered by the noise of the valleys below. Stay focused on your path. By closing the door on unnecessary conflict, you save your energy for what truly matters. This is the essence of being a modern Stoic. There is a quiet authority in the eyes of one who knows their worth. They don't need to bark because they know they can bite. Embrace the void. Let your silence be the wall that no enemy can climb. This is where your true power begins to manifest itself. Epictetus once said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master, as they can only anger you when you are vulnerable to them. Your mind is a fortress. If you leave the gates wide open, anyone can walk in and start a fire. Close the gates today. If you choose to master yourself, then comment, "I control" right now to affirm your inner power and join our community of growing Stoics. This simple act of affirmation is a promise to yourself that you will no longer be a slave to the opinions of the world. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning that he would meet ungrateful, violent, and envious people. He chose to remain unaffected by them. He saw their insults as nothing more than the movement of air. To him, their words had no more substance than a passing summer breeze. Indifference is not a lack of empathy. It is a profound clarity. It is the ability to see things as they truly are, without judgment. When you are anchored in your principles, the storms of life can shake your exterior. But they can never move your internal moral compass. Control your internal narrative. The story you tell yourself about an event is more important than the event itself. Choose a story of strength. The Stoic does not seek to suppress emotion, but to avoid being enslaved by it. We feel, but we do not always have to act. Your resilience is built in the moments you choose peace over conflict. Every time you stay calm, your inner fortress becomes a little stronger. In the modern world, we are bombarded with reasons to be outraged. Social media is an endless factory of manufactured anger and petty drama. The digital world feeds on your attention. Every comment, every like, and every argument is a piece of your soul you are giving away. True power in the 21st century is the ability to walk away from a screen. It is the courage to be unavailable to the noise. The wolf does not lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. It moves with purpose, silent and focused on its own survival and its pack. When you rise above the petty criticisms of others, you gain a perspective they can never understand. You see the world from the heights. In your workplace, your silence will confuse those who try to undermine you. They expect a defense, but you give them a brick wall. Indifference is your filter. It allows the good to enter while keeping the poison out. It protects your mental energy for your own goals. Keep your heart rate steady. When others try to raise your pulse with their drama, choose to breathe deeply and stay in the present. Narcissists and manipulators thrive on your reaction. Without it, they have no power over you. Your indifference is their greatest and most painful fear. Lock the gates of your mind against the trolls and the critics. Their words only have power if you choose to give them your attention. Flow like water. Be soft yet unstoppable. When obstacles appear, move around them with grace instead of crashing into them with useless blind rage. Let the negativity of the world wash over you like rain on a statue. It may wet the surface, but the core remains dry. Choose to be the master of your own silence. In this digital age, it is the ultimate luxury and the most effective form of resistance. Your character is forged in the heat of conflict, but it is tempered in the cooling waters of your own self-restraint and quiet reflection. A diamond is just a piece of coal that handled pressure exceptionally well. You are mauling yourself into something unbreakable with every calm choice. The dichotomy of control is the foundation of the Stoic life. Separate what you can change from what you must learn to simply endure. Inside the circle is your mind, your values, and your actions. Outside the circle is everything else. Focus only on what is inside the circle. The opinions of others are outside your circle. Why waste your life's breath trying to influence something that is beyond your direct command today? Build your inner citadel. Make it so strong that no insult can breach its walls and no flattery can weaken its foundations from within. Balance is not something you find. It is something you create. You create it by choosing what to care about and what to ignore. Let your thoughts be like this stream, clear, constant, and moving forward. Do not let them become a stagnant pond of old, bitter grudges. Listen to the silence between the sounds. That is where your power lives. In the space between a provocation and your chosen, deliberate response. The world will try to pull you in 1,000 directions. Your indifference to the unimportant is the weight that keeps you firmly grounded. There is a beauty in being unreachable. It means you have found a source of happiness that does not depend on the external world. Look at the stars and realize how small your problems truly are. Now, in the grand scheme of the universe, A petty insult is nothing. Your shield is your mind. Keep it polished. Keep it ready. Don't let the rust of others' negativity settle on your bright and shining soul. Peace is the goal. Indifference is the path. Mastery of self is the ultimate reward for those brave enough to stop reacting to everything. Bridge the gap between who you are and who you want to be by letting go of the heavy baggage of other people's expectations. As we reach the end of this journey, remember that the silent winner is often the one who never even entered the fight. You are a warrior of the mind. Your armor is your character, and your weapon is your ability to remain calm when others lose theirs. Realize that most of the things that upset you today will be forgotten in a year. Why give them your power for even a second? Your life is a reflection of your choices. Choose to be the mirror that remains still. Now, no matter what images pass before it today, indifference is the ultimate freedom. It is the freedom from the need for approval and the freedom from the fear of being criticized. Your attention is your currency. Spend it wisely. Do not waste it on those who do not value your presence or your peace of mind. True nobility is being superior to your previous self. It has nothing to do with being better than anyone else in this noisy world. Peace is not the absence of conflict. It is the ability to maintain your inner harmony, even when the world outside is in total chaos. Be the moon. It does not react to the wolves that howl at it. It simply continues to shine its light upon the dark world. Thank you for walking this path with us. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to find their inner strength. Go forth today with the heart of a lion and the mind of a sage. Master the art of indifference and become truly unstoppable. Until next time, keep building your fortress. Your journey to self-mastery is just beginning. Stay